Welcome back to my video. In this video, I'll give you some important MCQ which I took from the topic science pedagogy. Usually one or two questions used to come in every exam, in every D.el exam every year. So question will surely come from this kind of topic. So stay tuned, let's continue. The continuous and comprehensive evaluation in science means routine activities and exercises to assess learning. Option 3 is the correct answer. Which of the following can be defined as the ability to raise many questions out of curiosity? Inquiry. Option 4 is the correct answer. Which one among the following is not a desirable aim of science education at the upper primary level? To gain the knowledge available through memorizing the content and process of science. Option 2 is the correct answer. Science parks are places meant for interactive exhibits as well as leisure activities. So option 4 is the correct answer, both B and C. A teacher wants to diagnose the weakness of students to give them feedback so that their learning difficulties can be removed. Which of the following types of assessment should be adopted by him? Correct answer is assessment for learning. Option 2 is the correct answer, assessment for learning. A teacher evaluates the students in terms of the marks scored by them in a test and their interest in the subject. Which of the following types of the evaluation was done by the teacher? Comprehensive evaluation. So option 2 is the correct answer, comprehensive evaluation. Assessment as learning in science means self-assessment. So these are some important points regarding assessment. Assessment as learning means self-assessment. Assessment of learning means after instruction, while assessment for learning means during instruction. So note, okay, study this summative assessment, paid assessment, and formative assessment. Anyone can come from this, so study this. According to NCF 2005, good science education is true to life. What does this mean? Science should prepare the child to walk to the wall of work. Option 1 is correct answer. Science should prepare the child to wall of work. Option 1 is the correct answer. Which of the following tools is for learner-centered assessment? Portfolio, concept mapping, and journal writing. So A, B, and D are correct. So option 2 is the correct answer. The subject matter of science enables one of develop problem solving skills. Option 2 is the correct answer. Which of these is not a part of the interactive stage of pedagogical analysis? Which of these is not a part of the interactive stage of pedagogical analysis? Option 4 is the correct answer, determining tools for achievement of learning outcomes. Laboratory experiment in science will be classified as activity 8. Option 3 is the correct answer. Which one of the following is not true of the nature of science? Which one of the following is not true of the nature of science? Science is always tentative. This is correct. Science promotes skepticism. This is also correct. Science is a process of constructing knowledge. This one is also correct. Science is static in nature. This is not correct. So option this, so D. That means option 1 is correct. Option 1 is the correct answer. Which of the following statement is not correct? Aims are directive in the educational program. This is correct. The question is asking which statement is not correct. Statement 1 is correct, and then statement 2, aim could not be achieved only by school programs. This is also correct. Objective can achieve by school program. This is correct. Remember the difference, okay? Aims cannot be achieved by school program, but objective can be achieved by school program. So option 4, aims and objective are same. This statement is not correct. So option 4 is the correct answer. Aims and objective are different. So option 4 is the correct answer. Why is formative assessment important in science? Formative assessment is important in science because it is diagnostic. Option 3 is the correct answer. Why should co-curricular activities be organized in the school? It helps in the overall development of the child. Option 2 is the correct answer. Which one of the following statements about scientific knowledge would you not agree with? Which of these statements you are not agree? So scientific knowledge is absolute, certain, and internal. So option 1, I didn't agree with option 1. So option 1 is the correct answer. Because science is uncertain, also not eternal. So option 1 is the correct answer. Which of the following should not be an objective of science education at the upper primary level? Emphasizing the textbook definition of concept. So option 4 is the correct answer. Which of the following approach to teach science in the classroom is completely teacher-centered? Expository transmission approach. Option 3 is the correct answer. Which of the following statement best describe the nature of science? Science is social in nature. Option 4 is the correct answer. Which of the following is an important aim of learning science? To imbibe the values of honesty, integrity, and cooperation among learners. Option 3 is the correct answer. The role of a science teacher should be to provide rich variety of learning experiences to learners. Option 1 is the correct answer. So with this, I have give you some important MCQ from science pedagogy. If you find my video helpful, then please consider subscribe to my channel. Thank you.